Music theater has its origins dating back to ancient times. In ancient Greece, they combined music with their theater, and later the Romans adopted the Greek styles into their performances. In China, they had their own genres of theater that would also involve music. In the 1500s, a new style of music theater called opera was created in Italy and became the most popular form of entertainment throughout Europe for nearly 300 years. The next evolution in music theater came in the late 1800s in New York with the opening of Broadway. This genre of music, from its original form, continues to be one of the most entertaining styles of performance art today. One of the primary characteristics of music theater is its ability to adopt. Adopt means to take on or adjust to new situations. Music theater thrives on its ability to adapt to the new musical trends of the time. When opera was first created, classical music was used because that was the most popular style of music at the time. Most of the singing was also done in Italian. However, in 1728, a British composer, John Gay, wrote The Beggar's Opera and changed opera because it was the first opera to be sung in English. This increased the popularity of opera, which caused a demand for more operas to be done in English. Music theater as a whole evolved even more in 1866, when The Black Crook was premiered as the first Broadway musical. This was the first musical to introduce spoken words between songs. And while the production was a staggering 5.5 hours long, the musical was performed an impressive 474 times.
The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops.
Fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly. I gotta
The success of Black Crook helped increase the popularity of Broadway as a whole. More musicals were being written with spoken dialogue between songs, and the messages were also very progressive for the time. In 1927, the musical Showboat was written to include themes of racial prejudice. The music was also evolving with the times, as the 1934 musical Anything Goes was the first musical to heavily involve jazz. After the end of the Great Depression, musicals started integrating more staging and dancing. This could be seen in the very influential musical Oklahoma. Then, in 1954, during the early years of the Civil Rights Movement, West Side Story was released, which addressed the issues of race, prejudice, social inequality, and other issues that were very progressive for its time with overwhelming success.
I'll beat my drum.
What makes musicals so special is their ability to incorporate popular music of the time into a new show. From the 1940s to the mid-1960s, musicals used classical or jazz in their shows. That all changed in 1966 when the musical Hair became the first to use rock music. In the mid-1970s, a new genre called jukebox musicals became popular by making musicals based off of songs or artists' works. Popular examples of this are Saturday Night Fever, Mamma Mia, Jersey Boys, and American Idiot. This style of musicals is very effective in promoting old and popular styles of music, and that trend continues to this day.
In inches, in miles, and laughter and strife.
So if you can't find me, look through the western sky.
Another thing that makes musicals so special is their stories. Musicals are a chance to create and perform an original story for the audience to experience. With musicals, you can experience horror in The Phantom of the Opera. You can feel pain through revolution like Les Miserables. You can relive Disney classics with The Lion King or Aladdin, learn a different side of evil in Wicked. Or you can have fun learning about the Founding Fathers and the American Revolution through the hit sensation Hamilton. There are so many musicals to choose from, which always make musical theater one of the most enduring genres of music ever.
I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough, a shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable.